Hey everyone, so in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to get this sexy Little Red Riding Hood look. It's a dark smoky eye with these deep red lips. If girls, you wear this, going to look freaking sexy. Just make sure you're of the appropriate age to wear this. So this is my first Leg Avenue costume. Leg Avenue costumes tend to be on the sexier side. They're more fitted, they lift your boobies up, because like I have no boobs and this is making me look like girl. You got some cleavage. And so I got mine from Ilovesexy.com. They wanted to know if I would want to use one of their costumes in one of my tutorials, and I chose Little Red Riding Hood, and they had a bunch of Little Red Riding Hood costumes, and I got the Ravishing Red Riding Hood costume. So it comes with a garter dress that has a corset waist, which is nice because it makes you appear like you have a slimmer waist, but it leaves you with curves, so you got like a nice badonkadonk and your boobs look bigger. Then it has puff sleeves. They didn't fit me though, they kept falling off. I have really thin arms though. Obviously it comes with a red cape, and then there's these little bows that can be attached to the stockings. So if you want to check them out, they also have lots of lingerie for you to choose from. You can look in the description box below. And thanks again, Ilovesexy.com, for letting me try out one of these costumes. I will see you guys, and now let's begin the tutorial. To start this look off, apply an eyeshadow base all over your eyelid. This will help the color in your eyeshadow stand out, as well prevent the shadows from creasing. I'm using NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. I want the black eyeshadow I'm going to be applying to the eyelid to be really intense, so I'm applying NYX Jumbo Pencil in black to the eyelid before applying the black shadow. This isn't necessary, but it really does help intensify the black shadow a lot. Shut up! It's the big bad wolf. Actually, it's Penny barking for Little Caesars. Onto the eyelid, I pat on a black eyeshadow. The one I'm using is from NYX Wicked Dreams palette. The black shadow in that palette is a true black shadow. Lots of times you buy black eyeshadows and they aren't dark at all, and this one is, which is nice. Patting on the eyeshadow helps prevent fallout, as well as helping the eyeshadow appear more vibrant. You're also going to apply that shadow along the outer corner of the lower lash line, bringing it up toward the eyeshadow on the eyelid, and this will create a cat eye. Now into the crease, blending it out toward the side of my nose and up toward my brow bone, I apply a red eyeshadow, and the one I'm using is from Inglot. It's a nice red shadow, like one of my favorite red shadows I've ever owned. And then I go ahead and I go back with the black eyeshadow and apply it directly into the crease. That way I can diffuse the line between the black and the red, because you don't want it to be so harsh. And I drag that out toward the bridge of my nose as well. Doing this will help contour the nose. And then once I'm done with that, I apply a little bit of the red shadow right under the black shadow on the lower lash line. Into the middle of the lower lash line, I apply a burgundy eyeshadow, and the reason I did this was to bring more color to the eye. I didn't want it to be just black and red. I think the burgundy gives a nice tone to it and draws attention to the eye. Onto the inner corner of the eyelid, I apply a shimmery dark gray eyeshadow. I didn't want to drag the black shadow all the way into the inner corner, because doing that closes up the eyes. It makes it appear smaller, so I used a darker gray shadow instead to stay with the whole smoky eye theme without having to make your eyes appear like little raccoon eyes. To help brighten up the eyes, I applied a nudish beige eyeshadow around the tear duct. Into the inner corner of the lower lash line and the inner corner of the crease, I apply a bronze shadow. This is really pretty, and the bronze shadow really complements the red and the burgundy shadow. Like, it looks so pretty. It just makes your eyes stand out. When somebody stares at your eyes, you're gonna be like, wow, those are pretty. You know how to blend. I ended up using the nudish beige eyeshadow as my brow bone highlight, and then you want to fill in your brows, especially after using such a dark eyeshadow on your eyelids. It tends to wash out your brows, so go ahead and use an eyeshadow 2 shades darker than your natural hair color, or even if you can use a black shadow if you want, to fill in your eyebrows. Now line your lash line and apply plenty of mascara to your top and bottom lashes, a lot of mascara. Then for this look, I think it's very important to use fake eyelashes, so I layered my eyelashes so that they would be really long and thick. I usually use the 110s from Ardell, Salon Perfect, and Kiss, even though I think for Kiss they're called something else, but they look like the 110s. They're like long and full, and they look very natural. Now let's move on to the face makeup. I started off by applying a foundation that was a shade darker than my natural skin tone. I used a darker foundation just to help give my skin the illusion of being tanned. You don't want to go too dark, otherwise you won't look tan, you will look orange. And make sure you blend the foundation down your neck and towards your ears. That way you don't end up looking like you're wearing a mask. To highlight the face, which helps with making your skin appear as though it's glowing, use a concealer or foundation that is a few shades lighter than your natural skin tone. Apply it directly below the eye, blending it down the sides of your nose and out onto the top of your cheekbones. I'm actually using NYX concealer in yellow, which is meant to be a color corrector, but for me it's the perfect highlight. To contour the cheekbones, use a matte bronzer that is a few shades darker than your natural skin tone, obviously, because that's what a bronzer usually is. And just make a fishy face and contour right below the cheekbone. This will help sculpt the face. It makes it appear slimmer and sexy, and I think it's very important when you're trying to do like a sexy look. Now moving on to the lips, use a deep red lip liner to outline and fill in your lips. You can draw a little past your natural lip line to make it appear as though your lips are fuller than they really are. I chose to go that route. Again, like bigger lashes, bigger lips, contour cheekbones. These are all associated with like sexy makeup, so that's why I chose to do things over the top. Then for my lipstick color, I used O.C.C's Liptar in Reverb. It's a red Liptar with an orange undertone. And then onto the corners of the lip, I blended in the black eyeshadow. I made sure to tap the brush to remove any excess shadow. That way I didn't end up with fallout. And using the lip liner, lipstick, and shadow helps you achieve an ombre lip. It looks really pretty. It's nicer than just having a flat. Use liquid latex to make it appear as though the wolf scratched you. Liquid latex destroys your brushes, so if you use a makeup brush, make sure it's one you don't want anymore. I used a Q-tip to draw on my scars. And once the latex is dry, apply foundation over the latex to blend it in with your skin color. And then apply fake blood over the wounds. Use a thick blood. Thick blood stays in place and doesn't run all over the place like liquid blood would. My thick blood is from Bloody Mary Cosmetics. But yeah, that is it. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and the tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram. And check out Ilovesexy.com to see, you know, maybe some ideas for your costume or maybe to purchase some costumes of your own. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Take care. Bye.